What's up, fam? My name is Kiahonfire, and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. Today, I'm going to be showing you some of my favourite base locations on the Isle of Siptah. So if you're looking for a place, perhaps, that's pretty, but also has some nice resources nearby, or some useful things, then I'm going to explain each reason why I like these certain places, and, what might be nearby and worth living there. So, let's get into the video. So this first location I really like for looks. The only thing with it is it's a little bit far away from the storm. But if you're not really interested in what's in the storm, then it's a perfect place. There's plenty of aloe. There's some metal that goes up the hill and around the back as well. So you can farm all of those ingots while safely at the space of your base. So those precious resources wouldn't despawn. And there's also not really many angry creatures in the area either. So that's a really nice feature. There's also like a little hidden chest in the middle of this pond as well. You can go and get now and again for a little bit of extra loot, maybe some pennies, coins, that you can make into the alchemic base to make that new special aloe potion that they have. The only thing with this base as well is there is a spider boss on the back door of it. However, this is not really a problem because you can just wall it off and you'll be completely fine. But it is near 2 vaults, that's also a great thing, and up a hill. So if you wanted to, you could wall off the top of the area and have no issues with anything running up to your base. No troubles there. So it is an absolutely wonderful place to live for that. Also lots of trees and rocks, so you can farm a lot for a base. Have a nice big floating base. But yeah, that's some really nice features about this base. And you can find this base right here on the map if you want to live here yourself. My next location is on a little island with lots of aloe, some big cats and a lot of mushrooms. And I mean a lot of mushrooms, so if you want anything like poison, then that's great. So this is a nice little river location. I always try and pick bases kind of near water, because you do need quite a lot of water on the Isle of Siptah. It does feel like that at some times. There's also a nice feature with this one is there's brimstone pillars in this area as well. You have that, and there's a little local undead camp from here as well you can go and check out. Go and get some extra crates, but no, apart from that, it's a really nice little tranquil base location. Imagine someone having a reverie base or Roman bath kind of in this kind of location. It would go absolutely well, and the scene is just absolutely beautiful. So can't recommend it enough. Very nice location. It's a little bit far away from the redwoods, but apart from that, good spot. Now here's one of my most favourite locations just because of its aesthetic. It is in the forest. Now this area, again, it's going to have plenty of wood, plenty of stone, plenty of bushes. There's aloe by the waterside. You are in access to the river here as well. And big trees, so if you wanted to do a tree base, you could. But yeah, there's some flat grounds as well in this area, and it's pretty well lit. And also through this area, there's a path that leads to the beach, which means you can go and pick up shipwrecks and visit other elder vaults. And yeah, so that's quite nice with this little place here. There's also some bears and baby creatures around that you can go and tame if you really want. But yeah, I just really love it. I thought it was a really nice location to have a base all in all. The only thing I'd say is a little bit far from the storm, and if you need metal, you kind of need to walk a little bit away from this place to go and pick it up, apart from 1 or 2 ores around the place that I have found down again. But it is just absolutely stunning, and I can't recommend it enough if you're looking for somewhere that is really nice and in the forest. Going to my next location. This is a very sneaky little location with a little hidden cave behind the waterfall. I imagine that'll be something bigger in the later games when the Conan comes out of early access, but for now it is just a hole, and here we go. This place is really pretty because you can build on top of the waterfall or build on the side. I'm sure that'd be kind of nice farming out when it's near you. That means there's thralls on your doorstep, and then you have a nice water source. The only thing with up here is there seems to be lizards and a Bigfoots, but the Bigfoots aren't really too much of a trouble. Once you get them staggered, they die pretty fast. So it is a really nice location that is nearer to the middle than the other one, but also in the redwoods. Here's my next location. I actually did a build here the other day with the floats and pieces. I really like this area because you can build on that harbour there. So if you wanted to do a themed base, you could. And you can see there's tons and tons of aloe in this area as well. Not only that, is up on the cliffways of this area, there is goldstone that you can actually farm as well. So you're in access to that. And in the river, there's lots of that blue goo. So if you wanted to use that as well, you can. But no, it's a really lovely location because it's just so flat as well. Tranquil, there's plenty of space. You got some nests and feathers nearby from the cranes, and you have a elder vault in the way as well, just over the hill. If you wanted to do that locally, you can actually do that. So that's great as well. So it's just a really nice aesthetic, lovely area in those regards, with quite a few resources nearby. Metal's a little bit more on the scarce side, but you can travel a little bit further towards the hills and then farm your metal. But you can see there's a couple of nodes, so you're not completely out in this area, which is great as well. And you can find this area right here on the map. Here we go to another one of my favourite spots. This is in one of the new biomes we have on the Isle of Siptah, which is what I'm calling the Birchwood Forest, because the trees are white. I don't really know what it's called over from that, but you know. So we have this lovely waterfall area with a lovely shallow lake below. So there's plenty of flat space, and then on the top I would probably build a house and then have maybe something down below as well. Yeah, you have a few crocodiles down here, lots and lots of aloe in this biome, there always is, and yellow flowers. So you have that. You could build on this shelf up here really if you wanted to as well, because this is pretty good and flat. And then you just have this lovely view of the city in the background, which you could probably go and just harvest a bunch of chests from there. You're quite local to that. There's absolutely tons. There's over about, I think there's about 40 chests in that area if you were to go up there. So it's a really good farming location for that thing. But yeah, it's a really lovely place to live, and it's kind of in between the border and the middle, so you're kind of in the right zone. And plenty of course, luscious vegetation in this area too. But again, you have that problem where the metal can be a little bit further away from your base, but that's absolutely no problem. But anyway, if you want to live here, you can find it right here. And I hope you have a lovely time living here if you do decide to live here. Now, my next location is more in the eyes of a kind of PvP base I was thinking of. If you were to live on top of this pillar and then put foundations all around the pillar. Kind of how you used to build the bases on the exiled lands when they use those pillars. That seems to go pretty well with the god bubble on top. That's the pretty much idea here. You can build on either of these pillars, and then there's loads of metal down in the valley. I thought you could actually climb up to it pretty easy as well if you didn't wall it off with foundation to begin with, so you could get a nice start up there. No, you can live up here and you have a bird's eye view of everything, and you're really close to the middle of the map, which means you get a lot of really good resources and lay shrines nearby your house as well. So that's a really good winning factor in this whole location here. But anyway, you can find this location here if you would like to base here. And here is my last location. Now you can either build on top of the pillars here, or you can build on the grassy plains. So there's this big grassy area at the back, and there's some pillars. And I really do like this spot because it has plenty of resource near it actually. You're actually kind of close to an elder vault as well with this location. And then you have the brimstone and bark fields just below you where you can farm all of that. So you have loads and loads of resources nearby at your fingertips to go and obtain. And then you just have this lovely big flat top area that you can take full advantage of, and it's just great. And there's a nearby little mini boss as well that you can use to farm out and get some extra chests, so that's quite nice as well, and it's quite pretty. But no, I really do like this location. You're out of the storm, but you're on the edge, and usually being to the middle of the map is quite a big advantage on the Isle of Siptah. So yeah, I definitely recommend you check this one out. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found some base locations you like, and perhaps we'll build out. But anyway, thank you for watching, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!